First of all, annyeonghaseyo-san.
안녕하세요.
Thanks so much for joining us here. It's so nice to finally meet you in person as well after speaking on Zoom a couple of times. But I want to start with talking about the concept of pressing in football because it's such a major thing in the modern day football. Pochettino was a big fan of it. Antonio Conte is advocate of it. But as a player yourself, how much did you learn about pressing from Roger Smith back during your time in Germany?
Oh, wow. This is actually a very surprise question. I think this is the first time I proper ran pressing system because I think he's the first guy who really brought in the Leverkusen team. It was a crazy pressing. I mean, every single training session we used to do the pressing session. But sometimes it's just like, wow, it was just massive because everyone was pressing and then every 11 players was in the same area and it was like, was crazy, it was mess. But into the game when I really enjoyed it because everyone seems like really close. But I mean, this experience helped me a lot when I joined the Premier League. 100%.
So in terms of that pressing that you learned back then versus what Pochettino then you learned as well, and then Antonio Conte, how has been different?
No, I mean this is all about managers having something details. I mean Roger Schmidt was extreme pressing, like crazy pressing, I would say, because it was a crazy pressing, and which is really I really enjoyed it, and it was really good. And Pochettino was also different pressing because it's really hard to explain because it's all about details. Footballers knows what's going on, and I mean also this manager has a mind of the press, but manager Antonio Conte is more compactness for me is really important. I mean, press everyone together, which is like everyone 30 meters, 35 meters, 20, 25 meters, everyone has to be together and then you going together this press. I think these details every manager are different, but I'm learning with happy and with joy because I mean, this manager is giving so much details and so much improvement. I mean, it's just incredible when you watch those details. Gives me so much improvement.
Well, you talk about every manager being different. Antonio Conte is very different, and I think everyone's well aware how animated he is in the press conferences, in the media. For us as fans, it's really nice to see that passionate side for him. But as players receiving instructions, do you think his animation and his energy, his passion, do you think that adds pressure to you as players, or do you think you feed off the energy? You actually feel more energetic from it?
No, at all, because I think it's a really positive energy because sometimes you as a manager, you can just sit on the bench and, let's hope we're going to win this game. But I mean, I never see him sit down, I never saw him sitting down on the bench because he just into it, like just into it, passionate. I mean, feels like he's playing with us, and lucky I didn't pass on the touchline because I feel like he's playing with us. The ball is going to opponent. So, I mean, it's giving us so much positive energy because he's so much into it and so much passionate.
It radiates from him.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, every single training session as well, he's always shouting, always giving the details because if somebody doesn't do what he asked for, he's angry, he's like...
Is he very like he zooms in on every single thing?
Not really zoom in, but the details, what he asked for is really important for him, and then it seems like really important for us as well. So, and then everyone is just following this direction, and everyone just loves it. So, I mean, I said this before. I mean, I fell in love because he giving us so much details and...
Also a lot longer training sessions as well. Even today you were delayed as well. Everything is just so much more with Antonio Conte. He puts so much work into the training pitch.
Yeah, because it's important. I mean, training makes you perfect. So I mean, sometimes you feel like really bit long, but because we train long, because we need these details, and I mean, I'm more than happy.
You want to win, obviously.
Yeah. Because if we follow and we're going to win because he know how to win.
Yeah, and the details and the output, if you look at your stats, has really improved under Antonio Conte, but your goals as well have improved on Antonio Conte, looking a lot more potent in front of goal. Even though in comparison, your assist, usually typically you have more assists than goals looking in the past, but this season you've already met your Premier League tally in terms of goals, even though you still have games to play. But for Harry Kane, it seems to have swapped as well. He's providing a lot more of his assists, getting more involved with link-up play, even though his goal tally would have taken a slight dip. Nothing drastic, just a slight change. I did notice there's a change in dynamic between both of you, if you can try to explain that.
I wouldn't say it because this is not changing, then I would have played striker, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
no.
Is just, I think, I would say Harry is playing just more for the team because he want to help the team. I mean, as a striker, sometimes you feel like you should be selfish, but Harry isn't, because everyone think, okay, Harry was scoring 20, 30 goals, but yeah.
Do you think that's a very rare attitude? Because like you said, a lot of strikers like to be selfish.
I mean, sometimes Harry should be selfish, and Harry is giving so much for the team, because sometimes he can shoot, but he's giving assists and he's scoring goals. I think he's doing everything for the team. I mean, he has an attitude for striker, 100%. I know him. He has it. But I mean, if he see that because he's dropping, he want to help the team. That's why I think goal is a little bit down. But as a team, as a teammates, I want to Harry score so many goals, because I want to win Harry everything, because I know what he does for the team, So
do you want to win the Golden Boot then? Your prospects of winning the Golden Boot this
season? To be honest, I want to Harry win, because what he does for the team is just incredible, and I always say that I want to help Harry, because look, I have one of the best striker in the world next side to me, and if he can win anything, I'm ready to help him. So.
Well, Dejan Kulusevski is helping you guys as well,
100%.
forming into a really, really menacing trident. He adds something really different, a bit of a balance to that front three. Were you impressed at how quickly he adapted to the Premier League? When he first came in, the first training session, what was your impression of him?
Yeah, he has something, because I mean, with that young age, it's not easy to be a Juventus player, because I knew what's he like, and when he training first time, was obviously it's not the best feeling, because it's always some new players coming. It's always, you look at it like a zoom in, and what he does, what he's weak at, what he's good at, what he's not good at. So I would look at it, but I was really impressed, because it was a really good session of him, and in the training and in the game. I mean, I know how tough Premier League is, and I suffer so much, and I feel like I'm still suffering, because it's just toughest league in the world. And but Kulu has adapted really well after 3 months. I mean, don't forget that he's only been in the Premier League 3 months, and
it feels like it's forever, because he's fit in so well.
Seems like he's really enjoying. I mean, playing freedom. I think this is really important. But I mean, it's not everything, because he only plays 3 months. I want him that he show every potential what he has, because I think what he showed, what he got in the potential, probably not. It was not 100%, but because he has so much improvement, because he's only 21, 22 years old. So I hope that he's improving every single day, every single session, and every single season, so that he can be one of the best.